Episode 4 peaks with Dwight crashing Jeremiah's victory party at some oil rig mansion, bourbon flowing, goons everywhere. Dwight rolls up solo, stares down the barrel, get it, of Jeremiah's shotgun, and drops a bombshell. He's got dirt on Cole's side hustle, underage trafficking ties or some dark shit. Jeremiah blinks first, offers a sit down. But Musso's team raids mid-talk, flashbangs, arrests flying. Dwight slips out a back door like the pro he is, but not before whispering to Jeremiah, "This truce. It's loaded." Fade out on Dwight driving into the night, phone buzzing with an unknown NOLA number. Now, the million-dollar question, what the fuck happens in episode 4? Here's my breakdown and wild theories, no spoilers beyond EP4, promise. Kid's traumatized but tougher. Expect him to go full vigilante on Cole, maybe a revenge hit that pulls in J. Will's raw energy. Could this fracture the crew? Musso's vendetta backfires, Dwight's too sly to flip easy. I bet he turns the tables, feeds Musso fake intel to smoke out the real FBI mole. Stakes? Dwight's freedom on the line, and that personal grudge might end in a shootout. Andrea Savage deserves an Emmy for this slow-burn betrayal. With the reserve lost, Dwight pivots to synthetic aging hacks or a heist on Jeremiah's vaults. But Cole's unhinged, expect a family civil war. Robert Patrick's Jeremiah is gold, he's the perfect foil to Sly's cool. Nola tease pays off, Samuel L. Jackson's Russell isn't a cameo. Episode 5 likely brings him stateside for Alliance meet, think crossovers with Sheridan's bigger universe. Spin-off setup? 100%. Season 3's got 6 EPS left after this, finale November 23rd, and with Season 4 locked, we're in for blood, bourbon, and betrayals. My bold prediction, Dwight kills a Fed by finale. Thoughts in the comment. Their relationship starts as uneasy symbiosis. Musso needs Dwight's mob intel to climb the FBI ladder, while Dwight needs Musso's protection from rivals like the Dunmires, Jeremiah and son Cole, who torched the Montague estate in episode 1. But the personal edge erodes trust. Dwight senses Musso's ops aren't on the up and up, growing wary of being a pawn in a revenge play. Musso teases this as more contentious as the season progresses, with banter masking a powder keg. Expect betrayals, like Musso feeding bad intel or Dwight turning the tables. Musso's history ties into the Invernizzi fallout, potentially drawing in remnants like Quiet Ray or even crossovers with Taylor Sheridan's universe, Hints of Nola King via Samuel L. Jackson's Russell Lee Washington. It also contrasts Dwight's found family in Tulsa, Mitch, Tyson, Cleo, with Musso's lost one, underscoring themes of redemption vs. retribution. As the bourbon wars heat up, The $150 million reserve heist in episode 3, Musso could exploit crew fractures, like Tyson's strip club ambush or Cleo's distillery doubts. Mark gets the line running, but distributors are ghosting thanks to that snake Jeremiah Dunmire and his psycho kid Cole. Dwight swings by to strong-arm Big Lou Walden into a deal, promises protection after Jeremiah's goons rough him up. Classic Dwight move, charm with a side of threat. But the real gut punch? Tyson snatched by Cole Dunmire at a strip club, Strokers, because why not add some sleaze? Cole's got him tied up, gun to his head, ready to execute over that stolen 50-year-old Montague bourbon reserve that was supposed to bankroll Dwight's empire. Cut to Dwight staring down Jeremiah in a tense meet, refusing to back off his turf, only for the whole scene to erupt with local goons circling like vultures. And lurking in the shadows? Special Agent Musso, not just on FBI business, but with a straight-up personal grudge. Episode ends with Dwight's crew in chaos, Tyson's life hanging by a thread, and that bourbon slipping right into Dunmire hands. Brutal. If you thought Season 2 was wild, this is next-level escalation. Jeremiah Dunmire and his Dixie Mafia son Cole are the new big bads, torching Dwight's allies like Theo in a warehouse blaze. Episode 2, The 50, dropped last Sunday, Dwight scrambling for distribution on that rare 50-year-old bourbon stash, but Dunmire's hitting hard with threats. Tyson stepping up as the muscle, Manny's loyal as ever, and Tina's pressuring Dad to go straight. Cleo's reeling from her dad's death, vowing payback. Ends with sirens blaring as Dwight stares down Dunmire's goons, total powder keg. The official promo and trailers for episode 3 are fire, about 30 to 60 seconds each, packed with clues. I've watched them frame by frame, and here's the breakdown. Spoiler warning, this is based on official Paramount Plus promos and fan breakdowns as of October 2, 2025. No leaks, just legit teasers. Let's dissect. Things are heating up, that's for sure. Cut to Tyson warning, don't want to take us all out one by one. This ties straight to Dunmire's hits on Theo, Walton, and Mitch. Clue, Dunmire. Meanwhile, Grace, Tyson and Bodhi tail Cole Dunmire in the least possible of stealth vehicles, Tyson's Tesla Cybertruck. They follow Jeremiah's son to a warehouse, and when they follow him inside, they find a bingo game full of senior citizens. So they sit and play. Goody shows up mid-game. I thought we were about to get into something nefarious, Grace explains sheepishly, explaining her reason for calling him. Goody looks around for 2 seconds and clocks that Cole and his goons are running a scam. And he proves it by interfering with the age-old con so that Tyson wins. Cole is super mad, but he pays Tyson rather than make a huge scene in front of the marks, a clientele. Dwight's crew go to a strip club named Strokers, side note, eye roll, after, and Tyson throws around so much cast that a dancer named Serenity takes him back to a private room. They talk about their individual futures. She's got dreams, you see, she just wants to get out of Tulsa. When their intimate moment is interrupted by Cole, who puts his gun to Tyson's head. We flash back to that kidnapping. Cole's got Tyson in some dingy warehouse, monologuing like a Bond villain about teaching lessons for crossing the Dunmires. Tyson's no punk, though. He spits some fire about loyalty and street smarts, buying time. Spoiler, Dwight's crew, shout out to Mitch and Bodhi, track the signal from Tyson's burner phone. They bust in guns blazing, but it's a trap. Cole's goons ambush, and we get our first big shootout. Blood, bullets, broken bourbon barrels everywhere. Tyson escapes. Barely. But that reserve? Gone for good. Dwight's millions? Poof. Cue Dwight's classic line, these Oklahoma hillbillies think they can play checkers while I'm on chess? Time to flip the board. Iconic sly delivery, chills. Cut to Dwight and Musso on a road trip from hell. Remember that creepy driverless car pickup in EP3? Yeah, Musso's flexing tech now. He lays it all out. FBI's got wiretaps, photos, the works on Dwight's whole operation. But here's the twist, Musso's not just badge and gun, this dude's got beef from Dwight's NYC days. Two will never resort to indecision or non-action. These types of characters are the bread and butter of Taylor Sheridan's slate of Paramount Plus series, and Dwight is easily among the most entertaining, right on par with Billy Bob Thornton's Tommy Norris in Landman. Dwight is also faced with more pressure from every angle than ever before in the Tulsa King Season 3 premiere. Although Chicky is gone, Quiet Ray looks to be double the threat that Chicky ever was, and Dunmire is truly terrifying, backed by a warped sense of divine providence and manifest destiny. Not to mention the persistent Musso watching Dwight's every move and the ongoing friction from Bevilacqua. That said, the upped scale and stakes don't take away from the more light-hearted moments rooted in the chemistry between Dwight's gang of misfits. Headland's Mitch has enough charisma to front his own Sheridan series, while Martin Starr's hilarious Bodhi reveals that he's got a dark side of his own that should not be tested. Spencer, played by Stallone's daughter Scarlett Rose, seems to be finding a bigger role in the series as well, still far away from the main action. Garrett Hedlund is given a bigger role than just a supporting character in Tulsa King Season 3, Episode 2. In fact, he's almost on the level of being a co-protagonist with Dwight, as evidenced by his new love interest, Cleo, and his bare-knuckles fight scene, placing him in the spotlight more than ever. The supporting gang of misfits in Tulsa King Season 3 still offers some of the lighter notes in the series, even if they come by less frequently. Dwight's sister, Joanne, is also getting more involved in the business, which makes for a better contribution than her weed store's baked goods in Season 2. That said, Dwight's daughter, Tina, may only be relevant as a vulnerability as the stakes continue to surge. This has always been a gangster show, but it's entering a much darker territory designed to drive adrenaline and tension that make it hard to continue calling it a feel-good dad show. Prime Video's Reacher follows a similar strategy with its third season, going darker and placing the protagonist in a heightened role, but it never loses a sense of the type of show protagonist, Dwight Manfredi, in an incredibly compromising position that jeopardizes all of his operations in Tulsa, Oklahoma, after his Kansas City rival turned business partner, Bill Bevilacqua, took out the relentless Chicky in the Tulsa King Season 2 finale. Dwight appeared to finally be going legit with his various businesses, including Bodhi's weed shop and Mitch Keller's budding car dealership. That ship quickly sailed as he's pinned by FBI agent Musso, forced to do his bidding with a smile to avoid spending the rest of his life back in prison. A new Season 3 antagonist emerges in the form of the diabolical and self-righteous Jeremiah Dunmire, who shockingly has his longtime friend Theo Montague killed after Theo chose to accept Dwight's offer to buy his exceptional distillery. There's a chance that Theo may still be alive, but Dwight will undoubtedly be hunting down Dunmire moving forward, perhaps starting with his hot-headed son, Cole. The Tulsa King Season 3 premiere saw the return of several fan-favorite characters, including the overly eager Tyson, the sharpshooting Grace, the hilarious giant Bigfoot, Dwight's slick-talking sister Joanne, and Dwight's Season 2 love interest, Margaret. New Season 3 characters include a dangerous New York mafia boss known as Quiet Ray, who wants a piece of Tulsa, Cleo Montague, Mitch's old flame and Theo's daughter, and the upcoming arrival of Samuel L. Jackson's Nola King. Tulsa King Season 3's premiere raises the scale and UPS the stakes. The Tulsa King Season 3 premiere may feel a bit choppy at first, but it really does an excellent job of setting a solid foundation for the rest of the 9-episode season to build from. Just about every story and character aspect feels fully evolved, even though the whole of Tulsa King takes place over just a matter of months. The Tulsa King Season 3 premiere may feel a bit choppy at first, but it really does an excellent job of setting a solid foundation for the rest of the 9-episode season to build from. Just about every story and character aspect feels fully evolved, even though the whole of Tulsa King takes place over just a matter of months. Stallone is his usual powerhouse of masculine bravado and old-school charm in Tulsa King Season 3, embodying the true spirit of a tried and tested capo. His unwavering character makes for a great protagonist who will never resort to indecision or non-action. These types of characters are the bread and butter of Taylor Sheridan's slate of Paramount Plus series, and Dwight is easily among the most entertaining, right on par with Billy Bob Thornton's Tommy Norris in Landman. Dwight is also faced with more pressure from every angle than ever before in the Tulsa King Season 3 premiere. Although Chicky is gone, Quiet Ray looks to be double the threat that Chicky ever was, and Dunmire is truly terrifying, backed by a warped sense of divine providence and manifest destiny. Not to mention the persistent Musso watching Dwight's every move and the ongoing friction from Bevilacqua. That said, the upped scale and stakes don't take away from the more light-hearted moments rooted in the chemistry between Dwight's gang of misfits. Headland's Mitch has enough charisma to front his own Sheridan series, while Martin Starr's hilarious Bodhi reveals that he's got a dark side of his own that should not be tested. Spencer, played by Stallone's daughter Scarlett Rose, seems to be finding a bigger role in the series as well. Episode 2 ends with a visit from Jeremiah Dunmire at the casino. The latter berates Dwight about the Dunmires' deep ties and supposed culture of honor, and Jeremiah's personal code of honor, that Dwight supposedly interrupted. So given your intrusion, I am obligated to destroy everything you have built, and everyone you love, piece by piece, limb by limb, for my and my descendants' sake. Manfredi responds that when his people are threatened, I will snatch away your meaningless existence, and everything that you and your descendants built, and the thing is, I'm gonna have fun doing it. Dwight says Dunmire's there because he's scared. Your empire is in danger, Dunmire. I'm gonna take it from you. All of it, every bit. Then 10 more, then 20 more, on the back of what you and your kin built. Jeremiah leaves with a final threat, and the pair part as dedicated adversaries. Last season's antagonists found a way to stick around, even become reluctant partners. The only way this conflict ends is in blood. It may be this season or in a future one, but it's inevitable. Welcome back to the ultimate breakdown channel for all things mob, drama, and Sly Stallone glory. If you're new here, smash that subscribe button and hit the bell. We drop recaps, theories, and spoilers faster than Dwight drops bodies. Today, we're diving deep into Tulsa King Season 3 Episode 4, Staring Down the Barrel. This one's dropping October 12th on Paramount Plus at midnight ET, that's Sunday for most of you East Coasters. We're talking full spoilers from the episode, major twists that'll have you yelling at your screen, and my hot takes on what the hell comes next for Dwight and his ragtag crew. If you haven't caught up through Episode 3, pause now, binge it, and come back. This is unfiltered, no holds barred, let's get into it. Alright, quick rewind because Episode 3, the G and the OG, left us on a freaking cliffhanger. Dwight's out here pushing his illegal bottling biz hard, but everything's crumbling.